Welcome back to Fast Economics. Today we will break down economic cycles. Let's get started. Economic cycles, also known as business cycles, refer to the fluctuations in actual GDP or actual growth compared to trend growth. Trend growth can be visualized in the chart as the blue line, with time represented on the x-axis and real GDP on the y-axis. However, actual GDP growth occurs somewhat differently than the trend growth line. The difference between actual growth and trend growth is known as the output gap, which can be either positive or negative. A positive output gap indicates that the economy is performing above its potential, characterized by low unemployment rates and potential inflationary pressures. While a positive output gap reflects robust economic activity, it's often unsustainable in the long term, leading to resource constraints and potential corrections as the economy adjusts back to its trend growth. In other videos, we will explore the effect of a constant increase in productivity in sustaining a positive output gap. In contrast, a negative output gap suggests economic underperformance or recession. This condition is marked by underutilization of resources, resulting in higher unemployment rates and low inflation, or even deflation due to weak demand. In subsequent videos, we can examine how countries respond to negative output gaps or recessions by stimulating growth through expansionary fiscal or monetary policies. So, let's talk about the phases of the economic cycles. We divided the economic cycles in 4 phases. During the first phase, recovery, the economy begins to rebound from a previous contraction or recession. The recovery phase is characterized by a gradual increase in economic activity and output, a persistent but slow decline in unemployment rates, and still restrained consumer spending and business investments. There is also a prevalence of low interest rates in order to stimulate credit and growth, and a gradual improvement in business confidence. With this increase in business confidence and economic environment, the next phase starts. The expansion phase represents a period of sustained economic growth. Features of this phase are a robust increase in GDP and economic output, significant decrease in unemployment, sometimes almost reaching full employment, rising consumer confidence and spending, increased business investment and productivity, potential for inflationary pressures as the economy approaches peak performance. Overheating of the economy and inflationary pressures, generally with government increasing interest rates, reduces the output of the economy and moves it to the next phase. In the contraction or slowdown phase, economic growth begins to decelerate. This phase is characterized by a declining rate of economic growth, while still potentially positive, with a stagnation or increases of unemployment levels. Additionally, there is a decrease in consumer spending and business investment, tightening of credit conditions, and a decline in business confidence and profit margins. The slowdown phase can eventually evolve into recession. A recession occurs when a negative economic growth is registered for at least 2 consecutive quarters. A recession occurs when a negative economic growth is registered for at least 2 consecutive quarters. This phase represents a significant decline in economic activity and is a deepening of what happened during the slowdown phase. The key aspects of a recession include a sharp increase in unemployment rates, a substantial decrease in consumer spending and business environment, and declining asset values, including financial values such as stocks. Furthermore, there are potential deflationary pressures as demand falls, and government and central banks' interventions to stimulate the economy. With the interventions, the economic activity starts to rebound eventually. The recession ends, the cycle restarts, and the recovery phase begins again. Bear in mind that business cycles are not clearly defined or uniform in duration. Each phase can vary in duration and intensity, influenced by many factors such as consumer behavior, government policies, and external economic conditions.
Hey, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode.
Join Macroeconomics in the next video as we discuss stagflation, a challenging economic situation that defies traditional economic tools.